right, I gotta get hyphy.
Are you ready?
Is that yours?
Which one?
Oh, it's so small.
Yeah.
I thought somebody left it here. Somebody with similar habits to you. Walter, how's my hair look? Yeah?
How does my hair look?
Also good.
Nice.
I just feel like mine's really visible because it's the dark background with the...
Yeah, with the... Oh my gosh, I can hear my voice.
I can hear myself breathing.
You can take
I
your
just thought
headphones
the
off
same
if
thing.
you're
I was
more
like, shit.
comfortable doing that.
Is it... You think I'll go... Will it sound bad if I don't have my headphones on?
You just might not be as tuned in. Like right now.
Alright, I'm a tune
like
in.
it
I'm
kinda
a
just
lock
like-
in. I'm a lock in.
You know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
locked in. Yeah,
it locks
yeah,
you
yeah.
in. But
Do we want to get started?
yeah. All right, everyone. This is Parking Lot Radio. I'm your host, Sunny Side Up. We're with Rachel Bell, my co-host.
Hello.
And today we're interviewing Prentiss.
Yup.
We're,
Excited to be here.
Excited to be here. I'm excited that you're here, man. So what's your... Prentiss is your last name?
Prentiss is my first name.
First name?
It's what I go by. So like people, I like go up and they're like, "What's your artist name, Prentiss?" And they're like, "What's your real name, Prentiss?"
Yeah.
They don't believe it.
Wait, I read a New York Times article about you to prep for this. Your last name is also cool.
Oh, it's Prentiss Fur.
So sick.
Yeah.
Like, I guess like
It rolls nice off the tongue.
I guess it's in everywhere in America, but we just like named our last names after what we did.
Yeah, like
Right.
And,
Ellis
like,
Island
Yeah,
stuff.
in like the
Yeah.
1600s. So we were fur trappers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Damn.
I have a friend who her last name is Handworker. Yeah.
Big
That was a
big
rough.
yeah.
I knew somebody who
In
my
7th grade, that was rough.
my second grade teacher's last name was Niednagel. She's really German, and it meant like nail makers. Like it's
Wow.
one of those.
Ah.
Yeah.
Like she
That's not as interesting, I guess.
made they made like the nails.
Yeah, which is like a pretty.
She was a nail
specialized-
tech back in the day.
She was a nail tech.
That's insane. So, Prentiss, I've been a fan of your music for ever since I heard of you. I think the way I heard of you is I saw Aaron doing a live with you.
Mhm.
And I was like, who the hell is this kid Aaron's doing live with? And then I click your link and I think I heard Rock With It. Is that what the song's
Yeah,
called?
you were one of the first. You and Aaron were one of the first people to
Yeah.
ever tap in.
Yeah.
That was back like
That was-
2020,
Yeah, it was
Damn.
late 2020.
yeah, late 2020.
Damn.
Almost 3 years ago, I guess. Yeah.
And so you're here because you're on tour, right?
My first tour.
Yeah,
I'm here with
congratulations.
Tiny Moving Parts.
Cool.
Nice.
How many shows in
We've
are
done
you?
we've done 3 shows. The first 2 shows were sick. Loved it. The last show I kind of blew out my voice, as you can hear.
Sounds fine to me.
But it was on the song with Lil Aaron, actually. I
Mhm.
performed at Seasons and I just screamed it out.
Damn.
Where were your other shows? Like Buffalo?
We did one in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh one was a ton of fun, and then we did Buffalo, which
Cool.
was even more fun than that.
How many more shows do you have?
We have Washington, D.C., which I think it's actually outside of it. It's like Virginia, like an hour outside of Virginia.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And not an hour outside of Virginia, an hour outside of D.C. And then that'd be like where I'm from. And then the next show is in Columbus, Ohio.
Nice. Okay.
Never been to any of these places. First time on Long Island
Yeah.
for that show.
How'd you
Columbus
like
is
it?
cute.
Yeah, I've never been to Columbus. I have a bunch of friends there, but
Yeah.
It's
Would
a
you-
nice little college
I want to
town.
know what you
Yeah.
thought of Amityville, Long Island.
The people were cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a opening band from like local from there called Waver. And they were sick,
That's
and
sick.
a bunch of people came out for like Tiny Moving Parts and like were moshing.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
it was like a small venue, but it was maybe a 100 cap, and there was like 250 people in there.
Nice.
So it was like super hot and fun, but it
Yeah.
was.
Everyone knew the music and everything. Like those fans out there.
I mean, there was like a couple fans. This tour kind of like goes like crosses boundaries a little
Right.
bit fan wise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
genre wise.
yeah, genre wise for sure. Because Tiny Moving Parts, they've been a fan of my music for a while too. I think since like early 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like some of their stuff is like faster
Mhm.
and like a lot of my stuff's slower. But I think personally it meshes well for
Yeah.
like a full
Mhm.
set.
I like that. I like when there's multiple genres at the same show. I feel like you get to open people's minds to
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And it can't just be the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
exactly.
I'm making new fans, which like
Yeah.
shout
Yeah.
out Tiny Moving Parts for the opportunity. Like
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
their
best.
fans are amazing.
So they're taking you on tour with them. That's how it is.
Yeah, it's just like a little week thing. But it's my first time being on like a legit tour,
Yeah.
and I wanted to like kind of test the waters.
You're
How does
from-
it feel? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. I had to go back home yesterday or 2 days ago because I had like a prom dance.
Mm-hmm.
That sucked.
In between shows.
Yeah, it absolutely sucked.
Yeah.
So we did like Pittsburgh, prom,
Pittsburgh.
Buffalo.
No, I did Pittsburgh, Buffalo. Then I flew back to prom, and I came up to Amityville.
Wow. Wait, so are you a junior in high school?
I'm a sophomore,
You're 16, right?
16. Yeah.
16. Amazing.
Jesus. What was that?
You're gonna ask him where he's from?
Yeah, you're so much cooler than I was when I was 16. You're from Jackson, Mississippi?
I got you fooled. Yeah, Jackson, Mississippi. Not much goes on around there.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, it's a cool town. It's got culture. It's the South. Music's in Mississippi's always been great.
True.
But towards like around the 2000s, people just kind of stopped making music and like kind of just stopped doing the arts and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of coming back like in the 2020s. So it's
Mhm.
nice to see.
I feel like there's a lot of cool scenes in like smaller towns in the South. Like
For sure.
Little Rock is kind of a vibe.
Little Rock.
Obviously Atlanta's huge.
Atlanta's huge, but it's also a small town vibe.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
I've never
The
been
culture's
to
sick.
Atlanta.
We I would say like Jackson like bases their culture like off of Atlanta. But I mean it's just the South.
Most of my family's from the South, so I was born in Indiana. So someday
Love that.
you'll be next door in Columbus,
Love
Ohio.
that. Yeah.
Not much to report.
I mean, there's probably more in Indiana than there is in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah,
to
but I
be
feel like
real.
Jackson's got a better culture going on.
I mean, here,
Indiana's
you,
like
you show up.
corn.
You show up one day to Jackson. They're not picking up trash right now. For
Why?
the last 2 weeks, no one's picking up trash.
Really?
Why?
Politicians like are arguing over who picks up trash.
I bet it
and
smells
they
bad.
haven't come to an agreement, so no one's picking up trash.
I mean, this is like the perfect chance for one of these politicians to be like,
I'll be the trash man.
yeah, and then go around in the
And do
trash
it
truck.
themselves.
Yeah.
I'd vote for them.
Yeah.
Get your truck out there.
I
Yeah,
mean,
get your hands dirty for once.
there is someone doing it. I respect the hell out of him. Anyone that's picking up trash,
Yeah.
cool dude. But he's actually going through with the elderly, like
Oh,
picking up the
okay.
elderly's trash,
Aw.
kind of cherry picking a little
I was
bit.
gonna
Right.
say.
But I mean,
It's good
Someone's-
marketing. Can't hate
yeah.
on it, really.
yeah,
At least he's not like picking up everyone's trash.
Yeah,
At least he
that'd
has like a goal.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll get this and then
He's like, these are the people whose votes I really need. So
Yeah.
let me start
Elderly.
with them.
so you've done shows in LA before, right?
Mhm.
Vegas. Yeah. You did
When we were
Vegas.
young,
Yeah. And NYC, any shows?
I did. I mean, I guess not.
No,
I guess
not yet.
Amityville's like
I was
a
thinking,
bit
I was
away.
like, I probably would have been to the show if you would have done it.
Yeah.
I really want to do one.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of fun in NYC a couple months ago.
Yeah, you like it here?
Yeah, Skrillex invited me up to
Hell
the
yeah. That's my homie.
Sonny invited me up to the thing. I didn't know which name to use up on here because it's
Yeah.
Sunny side
No,
up.
I'm Sunny also.
But
a lot of people ask me the same thing. They're like, so what is your name? I'm like, Sunny. Dude.
Sunny. So he invited me up to Madison Square Garden, and it was like
Oh, you
the
sang?
most fun I've had in my entire life.
Oh yeah.
It was my first EDM show.
Oh yeah.
No one comes through Jackson, Mississippi. No one
Yeah,
really
of
comes to
course.
the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a Europe thing.
Well, that's a
It's
good
a
first
LA
show.
thing,
Yeah.
and it's a New York thing. But no one really comes to like the South, and it was amazing. It was how I was explaining it. It was like a rave,
Mm.
but in Madison Square Garden.
You
Yeah.
were literally that's like the best. You went to the best rave
I
that
know.
ever happened in the
Yeah.
history of the world. Seriously.
I hate sometimes that I'm so spoiled and
You
like
got-
miss
yeah.
miss like the pay 15 to get in
Yeah.
someone's basement. To,
Yeah.
like, dude.
No,
But-
Skrillex and Fred again, Fortet, all of them,
Mhm.
they're like top notch in
Yeah,
that game, in that world.
insane
No one else can
lineup.
do what
for
they did.
very good reason too.
Yeah.
No one could show
like
up.
the
to,
emotions that they
Yeah.
have, people in the crowd, like it's crazy.
yeah, they could just show up to New York and they're like, okay, we want to play Madison Square Garden, and 2 days later,
It happened.
Madison Square Garden is
Yep.
packed. Like, who else could do that?
And see, like the older generations aren't even tapped in. This is all like the
They
newer
don't even get it.
generations.
They're
Yeah.
Like
so far past them.
even like Fred again has like a ton of Gen Z fans, like people
Yeah.
my age.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I guess it was at like 18 to get in, but like a lot of younger people there.
Yeah,
It
although I
was
will
sick to
say
see.
my 32-year-old friend was the person who first showed me Fred again. So there's
I
some-
mean, yeah, it goes across boundaries, but like it's
Yeah.
like my mom had no idea what was
Oh, yeah,
going
yeah.
on,
Right.
for example.
But she was there.
Yeah, my mom was
That's
there.
That's really dope.
She loves any opportunity to come out to New York, so I surprised her.
Hell yeah.
Aw.
That's great.
Like my grandmother's godfather played for
Wait,
the New York
so-
Giants.
Let's.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
So they're like big New York fans from
That's
back
so
insane.
cool.
Wait, so let's reverse a little bit. So you went to that show because you did a song with Skrillex.
Yes,
We didn't
yes.
say.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
And Anthony Green.
Anthony Green.
Such
Hell
a
yeah.
cool
But,
mix. I want to
yeah.
know how that happened.
We've been trying to get Anthony on the podcast for a
Yeah.
while. He keeps saying he's gonna, but
Dude,
we'll
that'd be
get
a
him.
dope podcast, dope
Yeah.
dude.
He's amazing.
Lived a hell of a life.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. I think that's why he's a little scared to come on here.
Yeah, just
he
talk
told
too
me.
much.
I hung out with him at like a bar like a few months ago. He just texted me. He's like, "Yo, I'm in Brooklyn. Come by," because he did a show with like this band Thursday, and he was like, "I want to be on it, but I'm just a little scared. Like, it might
Yeah.
go too deep." I was like, "Whenever you're ready, man."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
we're respectful.
So how did that song happen?
So,
Because I know
Skrillex
Sonny-
originally hit
he's
me in the
been-
DMs.
Yeah, he's been hitting me up for a while, right?
This was January of 2021.
Oh, okay.
So very close to like when you found out about
Yeah.
me, like that late thing. He hit me and he sent me a demo. Like that I posted on my thing that was just like me, like a video of me putting my phone up and playing my music on the speakers, just like
Right.
some very like Instagram artist stuff.
Mhm.
And he sent it to me and he was like, "Hey, I really love this demo." And I was freaking out. Like at this point it was like pinching myself left
Yeah.
and right. Like people say the same thing every time
Yeah.
like a big thing happens to him, but it is surreal.
Yeah.
He
And
hit-
you obviously knew who he was.
yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing with me. I was so young that, like, some people, I didn't know exactly who they were. Like, I was pissed that I didn't find out about Anthony Green till that.
Right.
Yeah.
But, like, he shaped a lot of my inspiration. So it's,
Yeah.
like, sick to find out about him early. And then, so let me backtrack. Hits me, he sends me a beat, and I do, like, a little, the original 3 a.m. beat. I do, like, a little song on it. And I didn't really love it. I don't know if he liked it or not, but I sent him the stems of the original demo he sent,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Hey, is there any way you could do something with this?"
Yeah.
And he threw it on the beat, and it sounded incredible.
Right.
Like the pitches is like completely different, but it still sounded like very natural.
So cool.
Yeah. No.
Man, when I was your age, this is a good point of reference. Skrillex was like a person I had a crush on who was in a screamo band
Mhm.
called From First to Last. He wasn't
Yeah.
even Skrillex yet.
Well, yeah, I was.
He's lived a hell of a life.
Yeah, he's
too.
a legend.
He's a
I mean-
legend.
I was. I don't even know how
You weren't
old.
even
I wasn't
alive.
even alive.
Yeah.
Was this 07?
Well, no, this is when he was in the band. 04 was their first album that came out, and then he left probably in 07.
07. Okay, so
Okay,
I
so
might
I
have
wasn't
hit the
quite
tail
16
end.
yet. I'm not as
Yeah.
old as I thought
Yeah.
I was. But
No,
I
but-
was like, oh, he has
But
lip
still,
tattoos.
like,
He's so cute.
you still didn't know he left the band for like
No,
you know,
no, yeah.
things were slow. The internet wasn't as internety as it
you
is
didn't
now.
know stuff right away.
You had to read stuff in magazines.
A lot of people didn't know that
You know?
until recently.
Yeah.
Until he came out with this project. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this is so dope. He's tapping into the old scene. It's like,
He's
He's been here.
Yeah.
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 I was like printing out pictures of him and putting them on my binder and shit.
Yeah, he was hot, man.
Yeah, I just
I mean, he's
thought
hot
emo
now, too.
boys were cute.
Yeah.
good old 2007.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Not
What year were you born?
2007.
Okay.
Wow, damn. That's insane.
I hate admitting that on mic because it's like I
Why?
miss so much.
Oh my God, no.
Like so many eras. Like
Who
but-
cares, man? You're here now. You have the internet. You can go back.
Yeah, also
can
you
live it.
saying like I
Yeah.
can't believe I didn't find out about Anthony Green until I was 15. Like you're still pretty ahead of the game.
No, 50. Like,
Yeah.
I was like 19 and I was like, what is
Yeah.
this song? Listen to When I'm on Pills, you know that one?
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, I was just like, what is this? What is he doing with his vocals? It's insane.
incredible.
He's
Yeah.
seriously one of my favorite vocalists ever.
Yeah.
Anthony Green.
I think my voice is gonna stay like pretty high.
Yeah.
Since I was like I think I was 14 when I heard the first song with Anthony Green on it,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the 3 a.m. and then I went out to look to his stuff and Skrillex really put us together because we both had like high voices.
Yeah.
And he was putting the old with the new. He has a text. I wish I could pull it up, but he was like, "I want to do with this album. I want to put the old with the new."
Yeah.
And it did perfectly on that song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you do have a unique, like, cool vocal range.
I guess at least for the 3 a.m. song, I was 13,
Yeah.
so like very prepubescent.
Yeah.
So it was
High.
like I couldn't even get low, but as I've grown up, I kind of kept it a little bit. I've tried my best to keep that while also bringing in like some low vocals.
Yeah, it's definitely something you can like train and practice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And it's like anything that you do when you're young, it gets better muscle memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just do it when you're young.
And-
I also think it's cool, like, if you get into an artist when they're young and they continue to make music throughout their life, hearing their voice change over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Leonard Cohen. I don't know if you know him. He did the Hallelujah song, the original one.
The original, how there's
Yeah.
like 40 of them.
Yeah, but he was the one. He was the one. When he was young, his voice, it was always deep, but like he made music well into his 80s, and it sounds so different when he gets older.
Yeah, because it gets. Did it get worse or
It
did it
gets
just get
so
cooler?
deep,
Oh,
and gravelly.
gosh.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's cool to be able to follow an artist like
Wait.
aging.
Oh, sorry. No.
What? Oh no, I'm good.
So I guess Aaron is the source where I found you. So how did Aaron find you?
So
This is Lil Aaron, correct?
Yeah,
I
Lil
think-
Aaron. We interviewed him
yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah. I didn't. but
I believe Twitter.
Yeah.
I believe Twitter. I don't know. I don't know exactly how that came
He's
up.
super tapped in.
He was the first artist to hit me up though.
yeah.
cool.
He hit me up December
I like your guys'
or
song together
November.
also. What's it called
the
again?
Seasons.
The Seasons.
Seasons record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Great
that. It
video,
took me
too.
forever to put that out.
It's a great video.
But
Why did it take so long?
I don't know exactly. It's just like label stuff.
Some record label.
Yeah.
I mean, I never know exactly, but when it released, I was so happy. And I've been performing it everywhere since.
Yeah.
But going back to that, what you asked, Lil Aaron hit me up and he was like, "Dude, we got to make a project." And me and my friends were actually tapped in, like more
Yeah.
than you think, because
Yeah.
Of course. What do you mean? You're
as
a
much
teenager.
as much as I wasn't tapped into like the punk scene, like the early stuff,
yeah.
I was definitely tapped into the SoundCloud scene.
Yeah.
So like we knew, and
You knew who Aaron was?
I not exactly,
Right.
but my friends knew, and I've heard like a bunch of his music.
Right.
Before. I was
Yeah.
still so young that I couldn't put two and two
Right.
together. But he was another one of those artists that I found and went deep into his discography and
Yeah.
learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's great.
Yeah, I feel like being teenagers, it's the easiest time to be tapped in. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised y'all are tapped in at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself living after you move
Yeah.
out of your parents' spot?
This is like a left. I don't really love LA.
I was hoping you wouldn't say LA.
I really don't love LA. I mean,
And there's nothing wrong with staying like where you grew up also.
and that's probably gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
For the next couple years. At least until I'm like 18, 19.
That's what I mean. Like when you're 18, 19, like where could you see yourself living?
Oh, that's still I might stay. I mean, the most safe option, and like I'm like 70% on Nashville
Right.
Nashville's great.
because I love doing the solo project and stuff, but I want to like get better with like writing and stuff.
Yeah.
Be able to like write for people, and then also like Nashville's growing.
Yeah.
I see it like being a lot bigger when I move out there. New York's cool. It's too much going on in
Yeah.
New York for me. Like it's going from Jackson, Mississippi to New York or LA. Is
I would-
just-
It's good to have an
throws your
in
brain.
I wouldn't think you were
Yeah.
gonna say New York either, but
Yeah.
the only reason why I live in New York is because I grew up here.
Yeah, I mean
So,
it makes
like,
it kind of
wouldn't-
easy.
Yeah, it wouldn't make
Almost.
sense. Like I wouldn't live here if I didn't grow up. No, I love it here,
Yeah.
but like I only live here because like everyone I grew up with is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
it's a
I
great
was
city,
from
but-
Indiana, then went to Chicago, which is like a little in between, and then like going Jackson to New York would be
I mean Jackson's a capital city. It's just not
Yeah.
even like I would compare Jackson more to like I'm staying in Queens right now.
yeah,
Right.
It's like a full town of like Queens.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like not a ton of big buildings, a lot of like houses and stuff like that.
yeah.
I mean, there's like parks and stuff like that, and it's
But it feels more suburban.
pretty
than-
populated. I think it's like 200,000 people in Jackson, Mississippi. It's just
Mhm.
it doesn't really seem like it.
Yeah.
So
Nashville's great though. It's smart. And I also think like when you go on tour, you actually don't really get to know a city very well. It takes like
Yeah.
a few visits to. So as you tour, you'll probably find somewhere that like really speaks to
It
you.
might be random. I
Yeah.
love Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle's fun.
I mean,
Seattle is great.
I don't know. People, especially from Jackson, Mississippi, shit talk Seattle. It's beautiful.
Well, it's like kind of.
It's also really hilly
It's a little
compared to
opposite.
Jackson.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's
no,
not
it's
as sunny.
completely opposite.
Maybe, but it's a really nice. I've been
it's
there before.
Beautiful though.
Yeah,
I live like
the
a little outside of
architecture
it.
there. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
the architecture's dope. Even like the city's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
And
trees.
a lot of trees. Yeah, Seattle's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have you? I went to Seattle once, and they have like this giant lake. I forgot what it's called, but you can like people are like jogging around it, and it's like surrounded by mountains.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking. Like I've
like
seen a
Wow.
picture.
I think
of
it's
that
like
before.
maybe the Washington Lake or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just remember being
It's
able to see that
insanely
mountain
nice.
across the water. You can see like Mount
Yeah.
Rainier wherever you are, and then also they have like a bunch of beaches.
They have deserts.
Yeah, it's very
Deserts
diverse
to
terrain.
the left. It's
Yeah.
deserts to the left, flat ground to the south, hills to the north,
and then the water.
yeah, and the water.
Yeah,
It's
it's
crazy.
crazy. The U.S. is, I mean, my ex is from France, and what I learned dating him is the United States is huge, way bigger than we ever give it credit for. Like the amount of different climates that we have, it's crazy.
We ruin a lot of like our sick spots. Like,
Yeah.
like that's why like people like romanticize Europe because they kind of like leave it open and leave
Yeah.
it
Well, it's also older.
like think about how beautiful Malibu is.
Mm-hmm.
They've kind of made it corny.
Yeah.
To like just go out and take pictures in Malibu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like hit Nobu and something like that.
Yeah. Now you're seeing Nobu in Malibu.
You
Malibu
know,
and Nobu.
cross my fingers that hopefully one day it is my scene.
Yeah, but I'm guessing you've been there.
Nah, I've just heard
No?
about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it's
I
true.
just see Instagram posts.
It's true.
Really?
Like a lot of
Yeah.
our natural wonder in the U.S. is turned into like tourist traps.
Oh, Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Or like, have you ever been to Gatlinburg or like the? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Blue Ridge Parkway is fucking
Gatlinburg,
beautiful.
Tennessee?
Yeah.
Gatlinburg is like
It's like the Wisconsin Dells of the South.
it's like so commercialized.
It's like the AC
so
of
bad.
this. It's like
I
the
think they have
Atlantic.
Dolly World.
Dollywood is there.
Yeah,
but I
Dollywood.
fuck with Dolly Parton.
Oh, I
heavily,
love
so,
Dolly Parton.
Yeah, can't shit on that.
I've been to
at all.
Dollywood too. It's sick.
She's
but
a legend.
especially in Jackson, Mississippi. We all love her.
Yeah, of course you gotta.
So how did you start making music? Like you obviously first noticed that you liked singing and you liked writing.
Mm-hmm.
And would you just like buy a mic and just like figure out how to record on YouTube or something?
So the first thing I fell in love with, and it's weird because it's kind of natural to like have this, type of vibe out in like New York or LA, but creative expression.
Yeah.
No one in Jackson, Mississippi messes around with creative. Just like they maybe draw around in
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Well, you'd be surprised in New York too. I feel like for the most part, most people I know were pushed to pursue business
for
careers.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know?
And
But yeah.
what really made me fall in love was doing sports edits.
Ah.
I would
Cool.
take songs, put them like with a. I loved sports growing up. Was never good at them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like weirdly enough, I don't know why. I think I was just trying to fit in. I mean, it is fun to shoot a basketball and
Oh, yeah.
stuff, but like
yeah.
I don't really like.
I was the same at some
Yeah,
points too. Like I used
Yeah.
to play basketball because my friends did.
Yeah. I
didn't
still
like
I
it.
still love basketball just because like
Oh, I still love basketball
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I was doing sports edits of like basketball players like Kevin Durant,
and like picking the
J.R.
song
Smith.
to go with them.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm picking a song to do with them, and then I would like do like shake transitions
Yeah.
on beats. Like
Right.
you see it, I guess it's all over TikTok now.
Right. Yeah.
Kids are doing it, but I was pretty early. And from there is when I started finding music on SoundCloud,
Right.
Yeah.
and I was like, wait, people are doing this in their bedroom.
Yeah.
I was like, I have a bedroom. I can do this. So I opened up GarageBand on my phone for the first time.
On
I
your phone.
make my first song called Waffle Batter. It was about waffles. I was 11. It was amazing.
Hell yeah.
And I went and showed it to my dad, and my dad was like, this is like, why he's failing school and making BS and what's going on. From there, I don't really know it. I guess I just like, quote unquote, fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And you just kept trying to figure it out.
Found my passion there.
Yeah.
I learned everything pretty backwards. Like right now I'm still in the midst of like learning like guitar and instruments and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with the creativity part of it, and like I did like the computer I
Mhm.
did like the computer production part.
Yeah.
And then over time I grew into vocals. Never thought I'd do a live show. It was my first live show. I did emo night in LA.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's where I really fell in love with being an artist.
Yeah.
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 That's
Wait,
sick.
so I know you have music questions, but can I ask about your basketball love?
Oh,
Like,
for
you got
sure.
Favorite
Yeah, yeah,
player?
yeah.
Go in.
So, my favorite player of all time, J.R. Smith,
Okay.
Knicks legend. Y'all know J.R. Smith?
Yeah. Our sound engineer over here is wearing a Knicks hat.
Yeah.
Pumping the air. Fist pumping.
Knicks legend, Cavaliers legend. He also just went on the court and just didn't care at all,
Yeah.
and just dropped like the craziest highlights of all time. He was a sick dude. That love him. Love Mark Gasol. He played for the Grizzlies.
Wow, that's kind of a niche one.
There a lot of them.
You don't hear people name drop him that much.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of them. A lot of the. I only like niche NBA
Yeah, yeah.
players.
Rare ones.
Yeah,
Right.
you wouldn't know them. Nah, but I always like lefties because I wrote with my left hand,
Me
so I
too,
always
man.
like James Harden.
I'm a
Yeah.
lefty
And
too.
dang, I can't even put my finger on some other
That's cool.
lefties,
That's a
but
good
yeah.
list, honestly. Yeah, I grew up. Reggie Miller was on the Pacers.
Reggie
That
Miller.
was-
Oh, you just bang bang.
You gotta
bang.
show him.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's legendary.
Yeah, I love
That's
him
my
so
favorite
much.
tattoo
I love
that you
him so
have.
much.
I don't know why.
I had just gotten my tonsils removed, and I was still on like the meds afterwards, and I was at my friend's place in Nashville actually, and I was like, "Give me a tattoo of a Reggie Miller jersey," and it didn't feel a thing. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it.
Nah. It's almost. I mean, you could have like a tattoo for a family member there, but family member didn't drop
Reggie-
7
Reggie
points in
is-
30 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
8.9 seconds. 8.9.
My bad. 8.9
Oh,
seconds.
it's cool.
Wait,
I
so-
memorized.
A lot of your songs are they produced by you, or
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that you were into production.
So starting off, it was like YouTube beats. It was
Right.
like again, I was on GarageBand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like that October song you heard.
Oh, really?
was-
That's
but
a YouTube
I
beat?
was looking up weird niche.
That's a great
YouTube
song.
beats.
Yeah, finding ones with like under 200 views. And
Because
shit.
most of the YouTube beats were rap beats.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to find something. There was this producer named Danny Phantom who I still work with to this day.
Yeah, I
Like,
hear his tag. How does his
yeah.
tag go? Say it. Phantom on the beat.
Phantom. It's from the show. Danny
Yeah, I'm
Phantom.
guessing.
Well, it's not. Disney,
Right.
Disney. Chill.
Sorry. I'm not saying.
And found that beat. It was such a weird niche. It was Aries. It was Aries X Blink 182 type beat.
Mm-hmm.
It was
How the hell did you find that? What were you searching?
like
Because it's always type beat.
yeah, it was I think at that point it was like Blink 182 type beat.
Hell
That's
yeah.
sick.
But like everything kind of sounded like the same.
Yeah.
You know, like
You didn't want to go like a little Peep type beat.
Yeah.
I would say October's more
Right.
like a Lil Peep sounding
Yeah.
type beat
Yeah.
than like a
Of course.
thing.
Yeah.
But I mean at that point like everyone was kind of making that type of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to like, yeah.
And I think weirdly enough, like searching for beats and stuff, like really what made me fall in love with production.
Yeah.
So now, like all the music I do, I co-produce.
Right.
Cool.
I go in. I'm not like I'm just trying to get very talented at like the mixing and
So-
aspect of it, but I also love collaboration.
Did you ever meet this Danny Phantom dude?
Yes, I did. I met him out in LA.
Awesome. I like his beats a lot. Tell
Yeah,
me.
he's doing great things now. He's
Yeah.
he's an incredible guitarist.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think he started playing like metal when he was like 11.
Wow.
I
That's
feel
why
like
he's so good.
People,
Yeah.
people who start in metal
Yeah.
have the craziest music theory knowledge. 'Cause
I-
they're like, oh, this song is a time signature based on the number.
Dude, they
pi.
don't even, dude. People that play metal and guitar don't even think about music theory. Some of them got into it, but
Yeah.
they're so far past that.
Yeah.
They just like know all their shit. I feel
Yeah.
like it's so technical.
I
Yeah.
started playing when I was 9, but I like learned on my own. So like,
Yeah.
and I'm not like a super shredder,
Mhm.
Me neither.
but I'm good. I'm good enough at guitar that I could like write a song.
Again, yeah, I'm a
and,
writer
like,
at heart.
I know how to.
So
I know how to
like-
produce now also. So it definitely came in handy. Like I'm like the opposite as you. Like I
Mhm.
learned guitar when I was young, and then like got into making beats, and then didn't play guitar for 10 years. And then once I got
Yeah.
really good at like
A lot of
production,
people are like that.
I just
Yeah.
started adding guitar to it, and now I make songs that are just mostly guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the guitar is like a sick. Not to sound corny, it's a sick
Right.
instrument. It'll never go out of style.
There's
Did
so
you-
much you can do with it. Yeah.
Did you take any music classes in school? Like, did
No.
you do orchestra or band
I
or
don't.
anything?
I mean, they were open for me.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like, you just go in band and you play like a trumpet.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't know if that was my thing. I could have found stuff outside of school, like clubs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Again, I was just so focused on like not being weird,
yeah.
like not
Yeah.
being like a little nerd.
Playing viola in the orchestra definitely made me a weird kid.
Yeah.
But I also
mean,
learned how to read sheet music, which is, I guess, like good. But
That's pretty sick that you know how to read sheet music.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
except
mean that's good.
only
A lot of
the
people
alto
that
clef,
Oh.
which no one uses.
I would say most people that know music theory took it somewhere.
yeah, had
Like
to,
no one's going
Yeah.
out of their way on like.
Sit
I mean,
down
I've learned the basics on YouTube and stuff like that, but
yeah.
like
yeah.
some of that stuff they teach in high school is like,
You also don't need it.
yeah, it's like the math that they
Yeah.
teach.
Yeah.
Which you also don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you going to finish high school? You think
Oh, for sure.
you're doing like a GED thing, or are you?
I'm actually into the diploma.
homeschooled?
I'm,
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing a homeschool thing
Yeah.
under Ole Miss, like
Oh, cool.
University of Mississippi.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm getting dual enrollment, but I mean, I'm probably not going to college.
Yeah.
But it's always just gonna be open there. I like to keep. I mean, Jackson, Mississippi still has that culture.
Yeah.
It's like you like most people go to college.
Yeah.
So I mean, if things were to turn in the wrong way, I'd have that as a backup plan. People
Yeah.
are always like, don't have a backup plan, but I'm so young.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
Um,
like, yeah, maybe one day you won't like doing music.
And I can do it online too.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do school online.
Yeah.
That and just like I make music at the house, so it's pretty easy to just do homeschool.
Yeah.
Hop on a beat when I'm sick of making music. Hop back on an English class.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier than being in person.
Do you like to read at all?
I'm not gonna sit here and lie on this podcast.
Hell no.
Rachel's asking because she's really into
Oh.
literature.
Yes.
Okay, so I need to get into literature.
We're not judging. I don't read.
I did bring a book. I did bring a book
book?
for the flight. War of Art.
What is that?
It's
Who's
like
it
this
by?
psychology book. See that?
War of
That's
Art-
where you
Art
lost
of
me.
War?
War of Art.
Art of War.
Stephen Pressfield. Yeah.
Oh.
He
Oh.
he's like a fiction writer, right? Like usually like his stuff's like usually like fiction, and then he did this book. It's a psychology book about
Cool.
like art and stuff like that.
Cool.
I'm 31 pages in. It's really about like procrastination and
Nice.
stuff like that.
You mean like I'm 31 pages in? It's about procrastination.
Yeah, and I've been procrastinating that book for so long. So it just shit talks me the whole time. It's like
Do you have any super epic collabs coming out that you're allowed to talk about?
not really. I want to build out a project
Mhm.
and find people that fit it perfectly.
Right. You don't want to just call on
Um,
someone just to do it.
Yeah, again, like I said, I love collabing with producers. Love like bringing in like new sounds and stuff like that.
What sound are you going for these days? I mean, it's always changing, probably, right?
It's really inspired from a lot, and never try to make it like too weird or too off the rails.
You like
because
you like pop.
yeah,
in a sense.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
people come on to like talk about their music and then throw like 30 different subgenres in
Right.
just for it to like basically be pop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I grew up on pop. I mean, Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Not really pop. I would say like Taylor Swift, like folk stuff.
Yeah.
Like an artist I really like now is like Zach Bryan. Just like just like random stuff like that. But I still have the punk influences.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have like a lot of rap influences. What correlates really well with the stuff I'm doing now is like the Midwest emo stuff,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because it kind of sounds like
Absolutely.
almost a little country.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of bringing all those together and just put it under like alternative pop. I'm not trying to go out there and create a new genre or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
mean,
genres. There
these
should be no
days,
new
yeah.
genres. Yeah.
These days, there's like we've had all the genres. I feel like genres are more like time periods than they are
For sure.
definition.
For sure.
Like you can't recreate something that happened.
That's why there's so
you know,
many arguments about it.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
yeah.
It's like a time period.
What kind of music like did you hear like your parents play around the house when you were growing up? Like what were they into?
So I think what I'd call it is the epitome of like white people music. But my dad had a little bit of a side to him. He used to play The Cure
Mhm.
Cool.
growing
Nice.
up. I mean,
That's great. I
my
wish
my
dad-
brother had my brother. I back in the day. God, I hate saying back in the day 'cause it's like
I know it's
Back
y'all
in
are
the
probably
day.
Is your older brother?
yeah, older brother.
Yeah.
He's like 9 years older than me, and
That's
he
always
had
a good way to
Oh
find
damn,
music.
that's
Yep.
a good. That's a solid.
and he had his music playlist on, and he had like. I think he had like American football on there. and
Yeah.
stuff. So he
Damn,
was
bro.
tapped in.
Damn.
Definitely like more country stuff, and there was like some rap stuff on there.
Mm.
But like what I remember is like, and he had the All American Rejects. I remember that because, I remember that because of like my mom used to get mad at me when I was like 3 for saying "Gives You Hell."
I was gonna say it must,
Yep.
it must have been that album. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So when your album came out, I got a whole package from you guys.
Yep.
I wanted you to sign this.
Yeah.
You think you could?
So this was
This is from your EP, right? From your first
yeah.
EP.
This is like from my first E EP.
For those listening at
Um,
home, it's a mouse pad that says "Hey Prentiss" with a cool picture of Prentiss on it.
Hell yeah.
So when this project came out, I would say I was in like a phase of like not knowing like what was
to do.
going on at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
And
Still new.
yeah,
Hell yeah. That's sick.
as much as like I love like working with like a label and stuff. I think I was like way too early
Yeah.
into pursuing that.
Yeah.
And I was kind of doing stuff I didn't want to do, like from a marketing standpoint. But I still like signed a contract to where I could do what I wanted to do,
Right.
music wise.
Yeah.
So like around that point in time, I don't know. I just like the Y2K thing was like popular, and
Yeah.
like I kind of ran with it, and like they knew it was popular.
I
too.
thought it looked cool. I like it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm just like
Oh,
my
actually?
old
You don't-
self
you
would
don't
hate
have
I think I
me for
got your
saying
sticker
this.
right here, right?
Yeah, the Hey Prentiss. See, I love
it's been there through
I
the
love
whole-
that stuff.
Through the whole podcast, that's been there.
And it really built my era. It's just like that's like completely the opposite of what I'm doing now.
It's
Yeah.
also like you're like you were born like then. It's not like
it's like phases
Yeah.
and stuff.
I feel like when you're an artist, your phases accelerate maybe faster than they would normally.
I think I would put all of this on being a teenager though.
Yeah.
Like I think most of it just is just teenage phases.
yeah.
Like, I'm still going through
and also
teenage
like
phases.
it's hard for you to like make music and then think of how you want it to be presented.
Yeah.
There's like even I struggle like I've been making music for like 20 years almost and I struggle with that the most. I always need someone else to be like maybe you should do this because I'm too close to it.
It's really hard to step back from shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I mean, I think it looks dope either way, but
Yeah.
I love it, and I love that it's like a part of my journey and stuff like that. And I still don't know how I want my music to be presented. I just like know what type of music I want to make.
yeah, I think that's what matters most.
Have
know?
you ever released any like physical media?
Never.
CD?
Vinyls are like expensive
They
now.
are really expensive to
Yeah.
make.
Like even to print like 40 of them.
I got a guy if you need a guy.
Tap me in,
Slip on
tap
no,
me in.
for real.
Well, I've-
Hard Times,
yeah.
the company that like helps us. I mean, like kind of produces this
Mhm.
podcast. They have their own vinyl factory and they sell like custom
I did
vinyls.
not know
Oh,
that.
sick.
Yeah.
I've been thinking recently about how like when I was a kid, we had CDs, right? And like so you had to have album artwork. And I've been wondering if like there's gonna be a period in the future where music releases don't have any visual. Obviously it's for like Instagram and stuff. It's helpful for Spotify, it's helpful, but like an album artwork rarely ever gets put on an actual album.
Yeah, I mean,
It's still
I
still
hope
needs to
not.
be there. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, Kanye did one
I was
where
gonna say
it was just
Jesus.
a black.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
not
Oh,
even
even
that.
after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a black square.
Yeah. He's like, I don't need a visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeezus was crazy too because it was just a CD thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
like the album Jesus?
Love the album. Yeezus.
Yes,
Nice,
for
me
sure.
too.
Yeah. I don't know. Like that was kind of weird when I first gained like consciousness,
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's very weird music to like play on the aux
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but I loved it.
Yeah, Jesus is very unhinged. I think it's a very good album.
Yeah, like my older brother probably doesn't like it, and like
My older brother got me into rap. Like I was like, I like indie music. I like the
Yeah.
Garden State soundtrack, and then he played the Carter 3, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
yeah, that's what I always get like laugh at about like the indie kids on TikTok. They're always like. People that only listen to rap are the worst, or like
So
they're
silly.
only listening to indie. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Right.
there's no different. And there's also like you've obviously never heard Graduation
Yeah.
Right.
because some of your favorite indie artists get inspiration from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're
yeah.
sampled on it too.
Yeah. Maybe if I'm not like an indie artist, but I could make indie music that's
Yeah.
influenced by rap artists.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar. I remember there was an indie group that sampled a rap song.
Mm.
Wow.
I don't know exactly what it was, but
Well, then you think about like there's a Rihanna song that samples Avril Lavigne's song.
Yep.
Like there's so much
Yeah.
crossover between
Yep.
that.
I also wanted to. Sorry
Yeah.
for interrupting.
You're fine.
I wanted to. This is the first T-shirt at your past Tim. This is
appreciate-
the first T-shirt I ever made before.
I had this one too.
Yeah.
when did you make this one?
This is like 2016,
Yeah.
probably.
I think you
The
gave
whole
me
egg,
this when we met.
everything.
Yeah. Check out the
Man,
back.
and it's perfect size.
The back's got
It's comfy too.
It's got Nickelback lyrics. I don't know if you know that song.
It's
Do you
not
know that
like
song?
you. It's not like you to say sorry,
Yeah.
dude. Hell
Not
yeah,
like it.
Yeah.
Say
I don't
dude.
sell-
I gotta tap in with
I won't
Nickelback
sell.
for real.
Oh,
You
hell
should.
yeah. That would
Start-
be lit.
I'm gonna rock this and make a TikTok to a Nickelback song.
Hell
Do
yeah.
it.
And then, like, you know how they like point at the shirt
Yeah.
at the end of
Yeah.
the thing, like
Represent.
the dude from WWE. I forgot his
Yeah.
name.
It's their top song. What's their song called?
I don't even know. Oh,
Um,
wait, no, different.
It's their first song.
You made the shirt.
Been wrong.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna
I
get to
just
it.
don't know what the name is. I've
Oh,
been wrong.
Scream, scream, are we having fun? Yeah. I don't know what it's called.
We don't know the name of it.
Nope.
Let's see.
Everyone
it's definitely,
knows.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah.
Someone listening at
It's
home.
This is
definitely
just
their
a
top.
blank. This is just one of those blanks.
I've been wrong.
Actually, I
Sorry.
don't know. Photograph.
No.
Photographs more recent.
It's How You Remind Me.
This is how You remind me of.
Yeah. Nickelback's
Yeah.
hard. Nickelback's sick.
Yeah.
Can you sample that? What I
Nickelback.
just did?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it on the next track.
Thank you so much.
Nickelback is he got a lot of hate like from my generation, a ton of hate from my
absolutely.
generation. His
Yeah.
music is sick.
From my
though.
generation too.
Yeah.
I'm millennial. Are you Gen Z or you're younger than that?
Yes. No, wait.
I'm not younger than Gen Z.
Oh, okay.
I think
I
yeah,
don't-
no,
is there
I'm
younger?
Gen Z. Is there
Okay.
young? Yeah, I didn't know there was younger.
They're being born right now.
Right.
Yeah,
they ain't dropped yet.
Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha.
I think there is a word for what they are, but I don't know what it is.
I think it's Gen Alpha.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh,
Alpha male is coming out of there.
Oh, I'm scared.
dropping alphas
I'm
left
scared
and
of
right.
I'm scared of Gen
The
Alpha.
generation of Andrew Tate, baby.
Oh my god.
Those kids are.
Yeah.
Gonna
What are your
be
you
set
have
up
young
amazing.
friends? How do they? Do you have any friends that are into like Tate like that or?
Yeah.
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the problem I have with that is it's cool, whatever. Like get your life together, whatever. He's trying to sell a product.
He's making.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
always been trying to sell a
Yeah.
of
product,
course.
and these kids
he
don't
makes it
know
clear.
that.
Yes.
Like they
I
don't
mean,
know that
He
at
makes
all.
it clear, but they still don't know
Like,
that.
They're like, my life has gotten so much better. Yeah, that's like the marketing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the. I mean, and you like.
It's like Jordan
It's
Peterson.
also like your life gets better if you make a lot of money off exploiting women, you know,
Yeah.
and live in a mansion and stuff like that.
Right.
But
in a Romanian prison.
I mean, I would say the reason he got so popular is because like the anti-agenda.
Yeah.
Like people were just going so crazy with like the anti, just like
Well, it's the same reason Alex Jones is.
yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
it's a very exact reason that like these people are popping off, and yeah, obviously they're the first people to blame,
Yeah.
but like the opposite, you got to blame them too.
Yeah,
'Cause
'cause
it's
you're
like,
drawing a lot of attention to it.
and it's why kids don't like this whole like people my age, no matter where you align like with your sexuality or with your race or anything, they don't like the whole like LA just like keep free speech away and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you're like Andrew Tate and you go on and you just like harass people for no reason.
Right.
Yeah. I think
yeah,
it's a
a lot
lot-
of people like him.
I think it's a lot easier now to get famous off a lot of people being mad at you than it ever has been.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
for
industry.
sure. And-
Because no one does things when you do something good. No one.
Yeah,
cares.
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
yeah. It's like dude, that is a weird conversation that like I've always had, even with the people that like Tate.
Yeah.
It and they're kids too. They're my age. I mean,
Mhm.
as much as I like to think I'm adult, I'm easily manipulated.
Right.
You know, like the other day, Coca-Cola got me. 'Cause they dropped a new flavor and it was
Really?
0. So I was like, I want to buy it,
What's
and
the
it
flavor?
sucked. It was like Stardust.
Oh yeah. I saw these. The label's
Yeah.
very
Do you
pretty.
like sugar-free drinks in general?
I'm
Or
kind
you
of
just
off of them now.
Try to be healthy.
I mean, I went from like sugared drinks to sugar free. I
Mhm.
like Propel and stuff.
Nice.
Mm.
I like the clear liquids though.
Don't they have Propel at McDonald's now?
Do they?
What?
No. I'm thinking of Powerade. Sorry,
Oh.
guys.
Oh, they do.
Powerade.
Damn, we
yeah.
used to have Propel at lunch when I was a kid, like
you
in the
kidding?
lunchroom. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like kind of water though, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like flavored water.
Yeah.
Flavored water.
Like most things. Yeah. I'm looking through your discography.
It's
right
all
now.
flavored water.
Yeah,
I
true.
really
We're
like-
basically flavored water.
we are.
I really like a lot of your songs. I think the first one that my first favorite song that you have is "Why Should I Care."
Mhm.
When I first got into you, I listened to like your whole discography, but that one like stuck in my head the most.
So I think that was the first song I ever produced. I
Mhm.
think that was also
Oh, you made the beat?
that wasn't a Danny loop.
No.
Wow. Dude, I blanked on who made the loop. It was 2 years ago, but I feel bad
Mhm.
because that loop is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first song I ever like threw the drums on, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. That is a really sick song. Also, "Dance in the Moonlight" is great.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got. hit
So
after
when
hit,
when
man.
did your album? You have a whole album out. When
Mhm.
did it come out?
It January 27th. It was like
Damn.
3 days before my 16th birthday.
Do you think you'll tour any more this year? I feel like you would, right? Near the
I'm
end
doing
of
some
it.
shows, doing some festivals.
How did you like doing the
ooh.
When We Were Young festival?
Love the When We Were
I was
Young
gonna say being
festival.
16
That
in
was sick.
Vegas.
That was absolutely sick. Now being 16 in Vegas is lame.
Yeah.
You
You
there's
can't get
nothing
in
to do.
anywhere. Like
They
Jackson,
really, even with like an artist thing, they're not.
Nah,
yeah.
Jackson, Mississippi, you can get in anywhere. LA, if you do the right thing.
Yeah,
get
LA,
it
you just gotta
anywhere.
know the right guy. But Vegas, they're
Vegas
They got
is
too much to
so
lose.
strict.
Yeah.
They do have like the casinos have a ton to lose.
Yeah, they're very
Were you-
protective.
You weren't able to walk around even the casino, right?
I mean, they let me walk around the casino, and I was throwing bets down on steak,
Okay.
like acting like I was being real. That's another one of those corporations that got me. Steak,
Oh,
dude.
wait, isn't Drake a investor in steak?
Drake is an investor in steak, which
Yeah.
is cool. I
Yeah.
think he is like that's how I kind of got into the steak.
Yeah, because him posting it on the gram probably got like 1 million signups.
You know what got the signups?
What?
It's like very, very shitty.
What?
Mhm.
They paid Twitch streamers
course, yeah.
that my friends
Oh, yeah.
listen to,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the same
I've
people
seen
that
it
are listening
all
to
the time.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of name dropping because I've never met these people, but like Aiden Ross
Yeah.
had one
Yeah.
of the biggest platforms of all time.
I
And would just go
saw-
on and live gamble on stake,
Yeah.
which by the way
He was
is a
faking
thing
it.
that you don't need an ID for. It's something that you don't need an ID for.
What?
And you can easily do a VPN to Canada to get
Yeah.
on. They knew and it's Bitcoin. They knew exactly what
What
that
they
And
were
it was
doing.
like it was rigged while he was playing. He was making it like he was winning.
Yeah.
But
I don't think that's true.
I
think
saw a bunch.
they
of
gave him
videos
a bunch
about
of
this.
front money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they like use the front money and
Yeah.
Damn. You know, in sports betting just got legal in New York recently, and people
That's
used
really-
to. I read a whole article in the Times about people used to ride their bikes or walk across
Mhm.
the George Washington Bridge until they crossed the border into Jersey, and they would stand on the bridge on the Jersey side to make their sports bets, and then go back home.
Wow.
that's legendary.
I know.
People need to invest
I was like,
in
I
a
wanna-
VPN.
I want to hang
Right.
out. It was like old dudes, you know. That's their version of
Yeah.
a VPN.
They don't realize.
Sports betting is America's greatest pastime.
yeah,
Yeah.
my brother's real into it.
I'm not into any kind of betting or not really. I like sports, like watching it, like
Yeah.
if I was at a game. But I don't know. I'm not.
I
into
just
any of it.
I would do like a March Madness and a playoffs bracket
Mhm.
with a bunch of people, and we'd pay in. And I was always like picking the underdog because I just wanted to like be the one who was right in the chance that maybe it
Right.
happened. Like I had the Grizzlies winning the playoffs last year. That was a fucking pipe dream.
Yeah, that's a little that's a little left.
I was
field
really
for
into
me.
Ja Morant last year. So
I'm still into Ja Morant. Shout out Ja Morant.
yeah, he's
Do you-
countersuing the
Who is that?
17-year-old. Oh, he plays for the
Sports,
Grizzlies.
I don't know.
He had some beef with the Pacers though. So
I'm 16, so I'm allowed to speak on it. I was 17-year-old spoke too much and got put in his place. I don't know.
Okay.
yeah.
I actually have zero idea what happened that day. So sorry, 17-year-old, if you got your ass beat. That's my favorite thing about social media. People will describe events like they're there.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, I know exactly what happened. Why are you canceling this dude? I'm like, you live in Nevada. This happened in Los Angeles.
So, do you have any dream producers or artists that you want to get together
good
with
question.
and work on? Who might be seeing this and maybe they'll see it and they'll be like, "Hey, I'll work with you."
I would say, like, I don't know. I've always wanted to like work with Rick Rubin.
Yeah,
Just work with Rick Rubin.
That'd be huge.
Just like like I said, I love producing, but I'm not into like the sonic aspect of it.
Right.
That's what he's really good at.
Yeah.
It's like the son, like him, Mike Dean. They're all
Yeah.
like incredible with the sonic aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to collab with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That would be
That's a
Swiftie.
big one.
that would be
but,
huge. Also, I think Rick Rubin would be cooler, but
Yeah,
they're
no,
both equally
yeah.
cool. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying.
I think
They would both be equally dope.
I don't think you listen to enough early Taylor Swift.
Me?
I don't think you
I
listen
mean like
to
Love
enough.
Story?
I like Taylor.
Yeah.
I think
that
Taylor
shit
Swift's good.
bangs.
Like those first like album, like I kind of like I don't even listen to some of the more pop albums, but
Her country shit was good when she had the curly hair.
country stuff. How it's like folk, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
But you know, Taylor.
I mean, she was playing like at the CMAs. I feel like she started
Yeah,
as a
no,
country
you're
girl for
right.
sure.
Yeah.
I think it's also like where the like people are from and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could run with the whole like country thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never killed a deer in my life.
No, you aren't into hunting.
I'm into fishing.
How about
But
mudding?
that's because I can throw them back. You know what I'm saying?
Throw
but
it back.
I mean, I hunting just doesn't do it for me, man.
Yeah.
I like
about-
you got your accent got thicker when you're saying that.
Oh, you talking about this?
Oh, well, I reckon.
I think we're locked into this the rest of yeah, no, I'm playing.
Are you?
I was
into-
actually afraid I was going to start talking like my family when we interviewed you,
Oh,
because depending
no.
on how thick your accent was going to be.
Are you into gaming at all?
I've always been into gaming.
Yeah.
I don't play as much anymore, but I
What do
love
you-
Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I played it until it got wore out. It's full of hackers and stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just re-downloaded Cold War because I missed it.
Cold War. Yep.
Yeah.
I think those like all the old games are pretty filled with hackers.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
What did they hack from you though?
People use like shooting auto aim assist stuff.
Oh, that
so they
hack.
just like
I thought you
snipe
meant, like-
Black Ops is too. Like
I thought you meant like
it's
they'll hack your
crazy.
computer or
No,
something.
they just like snap.
No.
They like snipe you
Oh.
where you spawn as soon as you.
So it's like
spawn.
not even fair.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's not fun.
mods.
Yeah.
It's not fun
Yeah.
unless you get into a lobby and the modder put the troll face everywhere.
Right.
They're doing that in 2023. It's
Yeah.
legendary. It's like, yeah, you're stuck in 2012, but I love you.
I remember when I first started playing COD. I was really bad. Obviously, it was like last year, 2 years ago, and I would play with my mic on, and I like to talk a lot of shit at the beginning of a game, and then for some reason, my voice on a COD mic, I sound like a young boy to a lot of people, and so when
And I sounded like a girl to a lot of people.
we
Yeah.
should just switch voices. So
Yeah.
so I would talk a bunch of shit at the beginning of the game, get like killed 26 times and kill one person, and then at the end I'd be like, sorry guys, like my parents have been fighting a lot. Just use that as an excuse.
I think my parents are getting divorced, man.
That's great. That is a crazy one to pull out of the back pocket. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, they
I
used
just
to.
shouldn't have talked so much trash at the jump. Like,
I would say sometimes they thought I was like a little kid, and they'd bully me like twice as hard. If they thought I was a girl, they'd bully me 4 times as hard.
yeah, that's why I wanted to get good. I was like, if I'm gonna have my mic on and like announce that I'm a woman,
Yeah.
I gotta be good, and I did. I did get pretty good.
Yeah, you get even to this day in 2023. If you think misogyny's gone,
Yo, it's like time
hop on
travel.
a Call of Duty lobby. That's like that is the corniest thing people say.
It's
They'll see something on something on Twitter, like someone just getting like offended, like personally.
yeah.
They'll be like, hop in a Call of Duty lobby. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? No, I want my sanity for the day. Like,
Yeah, I remember like Xbox Live when the Halo 2 came out. That
my
shit.
God. The most
was-
racist thing.
Oh my
ever.
God, people were taking like the most offensive words they could think of and making them like verbs and stuff. Like you just got blanked oh my God, dude, it was next level. It was creativity.
it was creativity.
I can't even say it. I had to say blanked because it was so creative and terrible.
Yeah, they were crazy.
Yeah, different time.
I wonder what those people are up to nowadays.
They probably all like work at like banks.
You know what's crazy? They probably like oversee like a lot of important stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
One time
Um,
I remember I was in 8th grade and I stayed up all night playing Halo 2 and my mom was upset about it and she came down and logged in. You could like send voice messages. She went through my inbox and it was like a grown man saying stuff about horse genitalia in my voice inbox.
That's amazing.
I was
Jesus.
an 8th grade
that's,
girl.
oh
my
my
mom
God.
unplugged the Ethernet cable that night. She was like, no more of this. You can play local, not online.
Yeah, I used to get in a lot of trouble in school. My parents thought it was the game that made me get in trouble. It wasn't
What?
because I kept getting in trouble after the game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, parents don't understand what correlations are sometimes. My dad found Zippo lighter fluid in my room when I was in high school, and he assumed that I was huffing it.
Oh my God.
I was like, no, Dad, I'm using it to light things that I
like, Dad,
smoke.
yeah, like I am huffing it, but
But
that doesn't mean you need to get up all in my
I was like,
business.
you're confused. Maybe you saw this on an episode of like a TV sitcom, but we're not huffing lighter fluids.
I heard in one of your songs you say you shout out Blink-182. Are you a fan of Blink-182? Because I am.
So you better say yes.
I'm not a fan of Blink-182.
Right. It was just rhymed well.
No, I knew that beat that I looked up.
October.
I looked up Blink-182 type beat.
Oh, okay.
But at that point, I was very new to Blink-182.
yeah.
Like,
what is the shout out? What's the line?
because I was just jammed to a Blink-182 song.
Cool.
But also my brother, like,
Yeah.
he likes some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Again, the more mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
So it was that album from like what 01?
With the smiley face. or-
Yeah.
That's like.
So your brother's like
2003.
25?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And but I've always loved their sound.
Yeah.
Like I love their sound. I probably when I made that I probably named like 3 songs. Probably named like 3 songs now.
Right.
Like this is why I feel like
Doesn't matter.
I am like
You
I'm
got
such
time.
a guest in the culture because I
got
like
time.
literally have zero idea.
You're gonna
Doesn't
be like
matter.
an encyclopedia by the time you're
Yeah.
19 years old.
Oh, I hope so.
You're not behind at all.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. We're not gonna judge you. No,
I
that's
was
sick.
listening to like ABBA's greatest hits. You know, like
Yeah.
you're doing fine.
Yeah.
You ever
mom-
listen to ABBA?
ABBA's greatest hits.
Just ABBA in general.
I Nah.
I
You
think
should listen to
I think
some
he would
ABBA.
be enlightened by ABBA.
Okay, bet.
ABBA's fucking game changing.
Bet.
I'm gonna send you a playlist.
ABBA, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Are they Swedish? What
Yeah,
are they?
they were Swedish.
Yeah.
And there was 2 married couples, and then like
I love Swedish music.
yeah,
Big Swedish
they're
music fan.
pop superstar. Like they're pop, Swedish. For some reason, Swedish people can make pop music.
Yeah, they wrote like all like
nobody
the
else.
Backstreet Boys songs.
Yeah,
That's why I like a lot of those songs. Like when you read the lyrics, it doesn't really make sense. Like "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time."
yeah,
Or like
yeah, because it's like Swedish.
I
people.
Want It That Way.
Wasn't
Tell Me
isn't
Why.
Dr. Luke Swedish?
No,
Oh,
I think he's American.
I think he has some Swedish blood or something.
Yeah.
he's also
Who's y'all's favorite Swedish artist of all time?
ABBA.
Really?
Yeah, I'm an ABBA.
Y'all don't like Young Lean?
Young Lean. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot he's Swedish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is Swedish, dude.
You fuck with
That's
Young Lean?
that's who I would like grow up on.
Yeah.
It's so weird to say, but
Yeah.
Young
came
Lean
out
is
in
your ABBA.
2013.
Yeah.
Young Lean is my ABBA.
I was super into Young Lean when he first came out.
Mhm.
No one knew about him. I knew about him first.
I used to look like Young Lean.
I'm joking. I mean, but yeah, I knew about him like when he first started. He was amazing. I mean, he's still amazing.
I feel like
you're on the same album
the label.
as him.
You
the
know what?
Skrillex
You know
album,
what?
so-
Drop my heart. I talked about Skrillex hitting me up and dropped my heart. Dude. Sonny texted me out of the blue one day,
Yeah.
right? After like
Skrillex.
Yeah.
after already
Yeah.
like giving sorry, I should just keep saying Skrillex.
Yeah.
After like after sending me the Anthony Green verse and just like surprised me like 50 different times. And he was like, "Hey, I played this record for Lean and he loves it."
Oh,
Wow.
And that's like
yeah.
I would say like from
insane.
there, I've been like, no one
Right. No one could.
tell me to stop making
Right.
music.
You're
Hell
Like, this is
unfuckable
like
at this
sick.
point. Yeah.
No, not that. Like just like
No, mentally. I mean.
I would say like there was points where I was so young and I could always like change my career path so fast.
You could always
And I
change your
loved
career path,
music,
dude.
but
You joking?
I hate all the TikTok BS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the way you have to promote it.
Yeah.
Well, you're not really so into this.
And I don't love
have
a
to
lot of
do
the
it, right?
popular music now.
Yeah.
I like the legends,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like Taylor Swift. I actually listen to like Drake and stuff like that.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
But I mean,
Drake's great.
like the stuff that's getting popular off TikTok, I just don't love.
Yeah.
You know?
But also that kind of music, like anything that gets popular on TikTok, it comes and goes.
Yeah.
It doesn't stick around
Yeah.
for too long.
And the
usually.
people that are sticking around are the good ones.
Yeah.
Like Steve Lacy
Yeah.
popped off on
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
because he's
He was like in Future kind of before though.
like the internet.
Yeah.
He was big in the internet, but
Yeah.
like he had I think
But yeah, he
before
got big from
TikTok, his
TikTok.
internet career
Yeah.
was bigger than his solo career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
But he built up so much time of making music and working.
Yeah.
So when he finally had his music, his moment,
Yeah.
he just
Yeah, he
went with
killed
flying
it.
colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all those videos of him like yelling at people at his shows cracked me up.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's
so
a good
funny.
trait to have as an artist. Like you like
Boundaries. That's like Mitski. Do you know Mitski?
yeah.
Mitski announced on Twitter that like she didn't want anyone having their phones out at her
Oh
shows
my
anymore,
God,
and then
that's
she left
so
Twitter,
funny.
and everyone talked about it for days.
People were like shitting on her?
No,
Like, they didn't like
yeah,
it?
they were mad.
Why?
People were like, I paid so much money to be a part of this. Like, I should be allowed to take fucking fan cams.
The same thing
That's-
happened with Lord. She
What?
like shushed. She
People are
was
against
shushing her
this?
fans. Did you hear
Yeah.
that?
People are against this?
I just talked about this. Maybe
Like
I don't.
I genuinely do not like. Sorry if anyone brings their phone out at a concert.
No,
I think
but-
it's very like disrespectful
Yeah.
to the artist. Not only because you're bringing your phone out in a moment you should enjoy it,
Mm.
but also like they're putting the concert on for you,
Yeah.
not for your TikTok followers.
It's definitely something that
Yeah.
I've seen change over my life. Like as we've gotten, obviously everyone has iPhones now, but like I went to see Bruce Springsteen a few weeks ago with my
Yeah.
mom and her boyfriend, which I don't really fuck with him. Sorry guys, but
Springsteen.
he's just not. I never had the moment.
Are you
But
talking about Springsteen or your mom's
Springsteen. No, I
boyfriend?
love my
We were
mom's
listening
to
boyfriend.
Bruce
Shout out-
Springsteen on the way.
Shout out my mom's
I thought you were
boyfriend.
We
talking
were listening to
about
Bruce Springsteen on the way.
But I went and it's like everyone is like 55-ish.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like one of the youngest people there unless it's like a grandchild, and nobody had their phones out. And it was
Really?
just like
That's
I
crazy.
thought they would all have. Their
no, it
phone
was
out.
just like people my parents' age. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. Just
Wow.
vibing, like dancing like crazy, and it was so sweet. I loved it.
Yeah, it
It's
really,
crazy that we don't like. We
It
can't.
really does
we can
bother
never
me
do
though
that.
when I'm at a concert and I just see screens before I see the
Yeah.
artist. All I see
I'm like
is
watching
screens.
them through the person in front of
Yeah,
his phone.
and it's like ruining. It's literally ruining your visual of the thing because there's screens everywhere.
even
Yeah.
those zoomed in videos you see on TikTok, like the whole bottom of the screen is just other people's
Screens.
phones taking
Yeah.
the same video from a slightly different angle.
Yeah, they should like I don't know. They should have some kind of like
They
on
should
the
take
stage.
your phone. They should
Not-
take your phone.
They've done
Clubs
it
in
before.
Berlin do that,
No,
man.
I went to a Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, but not the clubs I can go to.
I went to I went to a Dave Chappelle show at Radio City Music Hall. It's like this really big place in near Times Square, and they took everyone's phone and they put it in this little
bag thing.
bag, and then after the show they unlocked everyone's bag.
Yeah. Sometimes they give you a sticker and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm seeing Caroline Polachek at Radio City Music Hall
really.
in May. Yeah. Do you know
Damn.
Caroline Polachek? Yeah, very into her right now. And Ethel Kane is opening.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. I figured
Sick.
you like Ethel Kane
I mean,
probably.
Like, her live performances are incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Like,
Walter, do
sick.
you think you could go get the door? Thanks. My bad.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
can't
what were
wait
you
to
guys talking
see.
about?
I can't wait to see Ethel Kane live. Also, I'm a fucking
when is Ethel playing?
May 20th. You want to get her on the pod?
We should definitely.
I
get her on
would
the pod.
die. I would.
that'd
love.
be sick.
I'm
also a
find-
pastor's daughter, and that's like
Yeah,
the
I mean,
whole-
it's like, I mean, I've never gone that far, but like growing up in Jackson, Mississippi, you have that vibe.
Yeah.
She's more in the Midwest though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think, I can't remember where, Idaho maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is very relatable.
Yeah.
Like, like the friends you grow around with and stuff. And
I listened to that song American Teenagers, that was called, I think.
Mhm.
And it's just like it like wakes up my teenage self. Like I hear it and I'm like, if this was around when I was 16, like I would have been screaming along with it. You know?
Which song?
Well, you're still probably screaming along with it.
Yeah. American Teenager.
There's no age limit to that.
Ethel Kane. Yeah, it's just like, we were talking about having like a band on the show, this band called Dashboard Confessional. We were talking about interviewing them, and like I was in love with the lead singer when I was 14, and it's like the feelings that you feel at that age never go away. Like it can just
Yeah.
wake up inside you at any time.
Yeah, like they say, the music that you listen to in high school is always going to be like your favorite,
Yeah.
like go-tos,
Mhm.
especially if you're like.
People try to be cool with music too.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
With the music they listen to, like
Yeah.
even high schoolers, they like some of the music that they like. I don't think they like.
They're trying to
like.
Oh yeah, I mean
Right.
it's a
And
contest.
They're like
Let me-
pretending they like Deftones.
Come on.
No, I feel like hyper pop maybe. Like, what do you think about 100 Gex?
Okay.
This is a deep question.
Let's go. Let's go.
We cannot act like their first album didn't change music.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
It changed everything.
It is not something I'm putting on in the car. But when I was 13, I was listening to it. I
Yeah.
was like, I had
Damn.
headphones, a lot of inspiration. Their music didn't like. They've always made good music and like push the status quo. But it was really people that came after them
Yeah.
that kind of screwed it up.
Yeah.
That tried to like
It was-
imitate it because
Well, the whole point of their music is to be different.
Yeah. There
Right.
was like
Right?
nothing else.
Like,
yeah.
it's hyper pop. It's like taking pop and flipping it on his side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And people came in and took that exact 100 Gex sound.
Yeah.
And they're still making careers off of it to
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
day. So they dropped their new project, and it's a lot different from what you
I
think
like
they
it.
make, and
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Still, it's not music that I can like listen to because
Yeah.
I'm still like
It's
I
not in
grew
the
up on
car.
like pop and stuff.
Yeah.
but
it's not in the car music, definitely.
Yeah. I like how that's your standard for whether or not
Yeah.
you really like vibe with the song. If you can put it on the aux in the car.
I saw them live though, and
Their
I
lives
saw,
are sick.
I saw them at Coachella,
Mhm.
and I thought I would be disappointed. I was not disappointed at all.
No, because they do the whole DJ set on the thing.
Yeah, and they
And-
sing and they have the auto tune, and it works really well.
It does. I've seen some of their live performances going against that don't bring your iPhone out.
Yeah, but
I'm glad I saw that video.
Yeah.
You said you're playing some festivals this year.
hmm
Where at?
I'm playing So What in Dallas,
Oh,
which
wow.
will be fun.
Dallas is fun.
Life is Beautiful in Vegas.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's gonna be a ton of fun.
When is that? Life is
I
Beautiful.
think that's September. Maybe I don't know the
Nice.
exact dates. Maybe like September 22nd.
Dang, should we go?
I want to. Yeah, I
Should
want to
pull
go. I feel like I want to do like a day in the life with you. Would you ever want to do
Dude,
that?
I'd love. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Just,
be
like,
up in
fill
New
you
York. I think I'm
around.
gonna be up in
Yeah?
New York pretty soon.
Yeah.
Like I have like producers that I work with up here,
Good.
and
I
it's
also got,
about time
like-
before I get a show here.
I
Yeah.
got producers like that I can put you in my studio with if you want to.
Yeah.
Like really good producers. who
Yeah.
are-
Dude, I mean, we should just lock in.
let's do it.
I mean, the whole like
Can I sing a hook?
Yeah, you gotta sing. You gotta throw a hook on it. You gotta do Nickelback on there. You gotta do Nickelback.
Okay, let's just send the stems over.
Nice. Yeah, I got friends. I can bring you into the studio. We can make some stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, you've been producing for a minute too.
Yeah,
Eh?
I've been producing for a long
I
time.
think I literally have like demos on one of your beats, like or a couple of
did
them. I
you?
gotta send
Yeah,
them through like
I didn't know you
older
liked them.
stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
Send me that.
like at that point, I started trying to like produce and stuff for myself, but just
I thought you didn't like the beats, so
I
didn't
thought
realize
I
you
just didn't
recorded
like
on
the
them.
beats.
You're just
I
trying
I mean, whatever.
the-
I don't take it personally. You know what I'm saying?
I mean the whole
Everyone's got their own vibe, but
the thing with the production is you can always like filter it like through
Yeah.
like it's always like different vibes, and
Yeah.
you did like send me like a lot of different vibes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But where I judge music is like the soul, and like
Mhm.
I don't really care about how like the mixing and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
is.
'cause it could
and,
get
like,
It could get mixed how you want
and
it.
you
Yeah.
grew up on guitar.
Yeah.
You've been producing for 20 years. That's something I can easily tell. A
Yeah.
lot of people sending me beats. We're just looking up YouTube tutorials. And you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you're getting like random loops.
Yeah, I'll keep sending them if you want.
Dude, yeah, you have my email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta
Collab.
keep cooking stuff.
Collab loading.
Also, guitar stuff. If you ever have like guitar stuff.
I
Don't mean to interrupt the
literally-
middle of the
No.
podcast,
No, it's
but
cool.
I love
write.
recording on guitars and then throwing some drums on there.
Yeah.
All I do is like write guitar riffs and then just like never open the song again.
Yeah.
I'll add some drums, but I can send you like 20 guitar ideas.
Bet that. Yes.
yeah.
Just like
Cool.
a Dropbox to my
and
email.
then just let me know
I'm in
which one you
huge
like.
production mode.
Yeah, we
Sick.
can get this done for sure.
Collab moment. Collab
yeah.
interlude.
Moment.
All right.
Back on that, I want to come up to New York.
How's
Yeah.
Like day in the life stuff.
Yeah, I got my friend who can like record us going around.
Mhm.
We got studios we can go to. Anything you want to do, pizza.
I think
Hell yeah.
that would be really
Take you
interesting to watch,
around.
like what a day in your life would be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like pizza?
I'm still trying to eat like decently healthy.
Right.
Like in the weirest way. Something about
It's
pizza
hard on
just
Seward.
Pizza is definitely not healthy. Like any way you slice it.
well,
Literally, any way you slice it.
Yeah.
I think you can
Cauliflower crust.
you can cherry pick the calories on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can keto it up.
Right.
Keto it up.
Because what is most of pizza? Cheese?
Bread.
Yum.
Yeah,
Yum.
the bread. You can't do the
Yum.
bread, but
Yeah.
if you do cheese and cauliflower crust, but you do mostly cheese,
Mm,
there's some pepperonis on there.
yeah.
Get a keto pizza that's
It's not bad.
edible,
Yeah.
maybe.
all you have achieved is making me want to get pizza after this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all achieved that too.
Yeah. So when do you think you'll be back in New York?
I'm hoping over this summer. Like
Okay.
this is like the time that like you asked me about like doing tours and stuff. This is the time where I'm like really locking in
Mm.
Yeah.
and like trying to find a like exact sound and just make music that I love and like come out with a project that I could throw on vinyl and play for like my grandkids.
Bird.
It'll be like my first like debut. I guess like that last it was called a project. It's not
Mm.
like a debut album,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but it'll be like a debut album.
Like an EP.
Yeah.
Cool. That's exciting.
So I'm locking in. I want to come up, work with some people out in New York. Want to work with some people out in LA. Definitely doing a lot of stuff from the house, like I said.
Mm.
So I need you to send me some loops. But I'm really excited for this project.
Yeah.
Or wait, you want to just here, just put your email in there. I know I have it somewhere.
Yeah, this works.
I just don't want to. I don't want to lose you.
I
What?
got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Oh,
I used to have his
Did I
beat.
already screw up the computer?
It's all
No,
good.
you're
It's
good.
old. I just find I have your beat email in there somewhere.
Yeah, you already had it down. I
Okay.
just had to press 2 words and then enter.
Perfect. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll definitely.
It's a very middle schooler's email too. It's
Yeah.
That's okay. In 6th grade, my email address was Hendrix Cobain Lennon Ramon at yahoo.com.
Oh my god.
it's not even on like the same spectrum of letters.
It was really long. It's still attached to my MySpace. I've never been able to get back in.
Hendrix, Lennon, who else?
Hendrix Cobain Lennon Ramon. I was 12, man.
John Lennon or
Yeah. No, Don Lemon, the CNN anchor. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was John Lennon. I was very basic. I was doing my best in Indianapolis, Indiana.
I love the Beatles. Weirdly enough,
Yeah.
You
It's
have
like
a
that's
favorite
weird.
Beatle?
Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. I guess
Yeah.
you can't really like say John Lennon.
I'm a George Harrison girl
Anymore.
myself.
Oh yeah.
You ever listen to any of Paul McCartney's band Wings that he did after the Beatles?
I listen to like a lot of their solo stuff.
Yeah. George
Like Paul
Harrison's solo
McCartney's
stuff is
solo-
cool.
a lot- yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. George
Yeah.
Harrison's solo stuff.
That song, My Sweet Lord.
The thing about John Lennon is I don't know if he might have been like the thing holding them back, maybe. And he was so
the
sick.
Yoko.
He was so sick, but it was like the stuff he did is kind of crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like what?
Like, you mean musically, right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, like,
Or you
like
mean in
musically.
general?
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
like in general too. But
Yeah, but also his life choices.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there was, that's the thing with the time back then. There was just never anything confirmed.
Yeah.
But just the way they were moving, it's
Yeah.
like there's no way they were like 100%.
On the up and up.
Yeah, on the up and up.
Yeah.
And they made great music, so that gives me more of a reason to think they screwed up somewhere.
Sold their soul to the devil.
Yeah. I didn't see the documentary, but I heard there was a good documentary about
Oh, damn. I got to watch that.
I gotta watch that as well.
them. Yeah. So, do you record most of your music in a studio, or like you do it mostly at home?
Half and half.
Yeah.
I love recording at the house though.
Yeah.
It's the easiest. I just like, sit and write something.
Yeah.
by, like,
It's
the
hard
lake,
to like zone
outside,
in. Yeah.
and it's in my bedroom, so I can wake up with an idea and do it.
Yeah, and less pressure, maybe.
Yeah, I get like the 3 a.m. motivation to
Yeah.
just like hop on some stuff.
Yeah.
But again, like I talked about earlier, I love collaboration.
Mm.
I think
Yeah,
collaboration's a
It's really
lot.
important.
People act like you can do it. It's a lot harder virtually.
Yeah.
'Cause it's definitely more of like one person's side
Yeah.
than like a collaboration.
Yeah.
Because like,
I like working like that also. I like getting people in the room
yeah,
because it just like you need to feel the vibes.
yeah,
And you need to like if you're working with an artist, like you do something and they're like, oh no, I don't like that. And then you could either be like, okay, I'll switch it back.
It's
you
hard.
know?
it's
Or
also to
you
be.
could-
It's easier
yeah.
to be real in real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to think about how the tone and the
Because it's
text
like-
sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you make music, you understand
Yeah.
this. Like
Yeah.
you send something to somebody, and it's like it might not just be exactly what they like. You don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
And it's like the last time they ever hit you up for loops.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
take it personal if someone doesn't fuck with something.
I cannot imagine really having a productive collaboration that's not in person. Like I feel like it's just easier to like play.
I think the loop thing.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the loop thing's cool.
I just feel like it'd be easier for me to like play a part and be like, can this sound a little more, instead of like trying to put that in writing
for sure.
and like send us timestamp for the part that you want to change. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that part's thing. But like I would say I do love like outsourcing like loops.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
What kind of loops are you looking for? Like, are you into more like hard rock or you want like the soft?
I've been doing
The
like some
soft rock
like
stuff.
just like really soft rock. I mean, not like fully on like the indie side.
Oh no, I thought you were looking at.
Oh
me.
no, sorry.
My bad. On the indie side, but I like cool stuff.
Yeah.
I like anything
Cool
that kind of
stuff.
like rubs you the wrong way and then like
Yeah.
comes back. It's
like
cool.
like less distortion or more.
I like less. I'm rocking with less distortion more.
Yeah.
But through the project, I always go through different phases
Yeah.
Yeah.
of like guitars with distortion.
All right.
Do you have
So-
anything? Are we wrapping up?
Yeah, we're ready to wrap
You have
up.
anything you want to plug before we say goodbye?
I mean, shoot, just like the Instagram, the Spotify. I'll keep making music. I'm 16 now.
Prentiss.
If y'all want to follow it throughout the thing,
Yeah.
it's just one Prentiss on Instagram, Prentiss. All the Spotify's Prentiss.
Amazing. Thanks so much
Amazing.
for coming. It was really nice.
Seriously
talking to you.
appreciate y'all.
yeah.
Love the questions.
Have a good rest
Kind
of
of
your
went left
tour.
field with the basketball and then
Dude,
came
who
back to
cares?
the
That's
music.
good.
You got
Gotta
it.
love it.
You got it. I'm not into sports, but we got her for the sports.
Sports and
So- so
books.
it's
She's
good.
the sports content.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a
All
lot,
right.
man.
Appreciate y'all.
See you later.
Bye.
If you're lost, you can look and you will find.